right, so this is what's good, because if you go on channels 2 through 11, you're going to see so much negativity online. So get this, 22-year-old Amanda Gorman became the youngest known inaugural poet last Wednesday when she performed at the 59th presidential inauguration. And to some like myself, Gorman's performance outshined well-known celebrities such as Lady Gaga, Garth Brooks, and Jenny from the Block when she delivered her original composition, The Hill We Climb.
When day comes, we ask ourselves, where can we find light in this never-ending shade? The loss we carry, a sea we must wade. We've braved the belly of the beast. We've learned that quiet isn't always peace. In the norms and notions of what just isn't always just is. And yet the dawn is hours before we knew it. Somehow we do it. Somehow we've weathered and witnessed a nation that isn't broken, but simply unfinished. We, the successors of a country and a time where a skinny Black girl descended from slaves and raised by a single mother can dream of becoming president, only to find herself reciting for one.
You gotta love that, because Amanda Gorman, like President Joe Biden, had a speech impediment as a child growing up. And much like the president, Gorman has now gone on to read her poetry everywhere from the Library of Congress to the deck of the Empire State Building. So how cool is that?
She's pretty amazing. And she doesn't drive, which I think for me, being
What?
from LA, shocks
Well,
me.
actually, I can't really comment, because I didn't even bother to try to get my driver's license until I was 18. Because
okay, well, she's 22. If she lived in New York, I could understand it.
That's
but
a
she
little
has
bit of a
accomplished so much in her life. She did the inauguration speech, and she doesn't drive. I give kudos to her, because she is that amazing. I guess you don't need to drive.
I find that really cool. And some listeners, they might not know this about me too, but as a child, I grew up with a speech impediment. And I used to have a really hard time, pronouncing the P's and the R's and etc. And, when you see people like this young 22-year-old being on a huge national stage, not even national, a world stage, there were so many people tuning in. I find that very inspiring. So if you learn something from Amanda, or if you want to look up to me, I guess, you can create your own talk show host. You can become one of those shows, and you can possibly in the future might be able to do some of the things that Amanda Gorman did. So I find that very cool. And I want to leave this, because I know Amanda Gorman would want me to say this on the show, because she wanted to use her words as, quote, a point of unity, collaboration, and togetherness.